Boom! What's going on, guys? Promise here back with another StarCraft 2 commentary as I throw up the production tab. Sick observing skills. I know. You don't have to tell me. But anyway, we have ourselves a Zerg versus Terran, and you can obviously see who is playing in this game. We have spawning in the upper right side in as our red Zerg player, a top European Zerg player. Absolutely, no doubt about it. I know some people are going to be like, what are you saying, man? Stefano's the best player in the world. What's Nerchio? Who is this guy? Well, I would say that Stefano is probably the best Zerg in Europe. Nerchio is probably second or third following Stefano. So Nerchio is definitely a fantastic Zerg player from Europe. He's going to be our red Zerg in the upper right side of Entombed Valley. And in the bottom left of the map, spawning in as our blue Terran, we have LucifroN. And his team it's like Carrot or Kakarot 3D Club, something like that. I don't know. It's like I think it's a Mexican team or from Spain. I'm not racist, guys. I'm not saying Mexicans and Spanish people look the same. They're completely different people. They speak the same language, but hey, what the hell? I think it's a Spain-based organization. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll with that. But anyway, LucifroN has been on a tear. He is a guy that showed his face at IEM and completely destroyed the majority of the people that were there. I think he took like 4th. I know his brother took 2nd or 3rd. I'm not too sure. Maybe he took 3rd. Yeah, I think he took 3rd. So Vortex, who's of course LucifroN's brother, took 2nd to Stefano, and LucifroN himself took 3rd, I believe. I think so. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But anyway, this is going to be a really, really cool game. Nerchio, I've been hearing so much about this guy. The fact that he's consistent. I don't want to say he's underrated. A lot of people know that, you know, when they hear the name Nerchio, they're like, okay, this guy is actually like a Zerg monster. So let's see what he does in this game. LucifroN, definitely not going to be an easy opponent. LucifroN telling himself that Nerchio is not going to be an easy opponent. But let's see what's going on so far in terms of the openings from Nerchio. There is a spawning pool. There is a hatchery. So this looks like it's the bread and butter of ZVT. 15 hatch followed by a command center. What the hell? Followed by a spawning pool. And no kind of gas taken. And this is not a big surprise at all. Sometimes Zerg players like to go for gas to go ahead and give themselves metabolic boost early on to give some map control. That's not going to be the choice here from Nerchio. So maybe he's going to take a quick 3rd and rely heavily on queens here for defense. But LucifroN, what's going on in his base? We see 2 gases have been taken pretty damn fast. Command center is on its way, and barracks is built here at the natural, or well, I guess the ramp you can say. So, TVZ, what is going on in the metagame in TVZ? I will tell you guys, people are expanding super quick as a Terran. You have a lot of options. Many players like opening up Hellions, Reactor Hellions, of course, transitioning into a Cloak Banshee, maybe just Banshee without Cloak. You know, it kind of depends on your style in the TVZ matchup. But the reason they get Hellions and Banshees super fast is to give themselves map control and to try to deny Zerg expansions. But on the other side, from Zerg players, they have been opening 4 queens. They have been opening 6 queens. There has actually been a game where I've seen people go 6, 7 queens in the ZVT matchup and just, you know, play as greedy as possible, spam drones, spam expansions, and then tech from there. So I guess that's kind of why Terran players are a little bit hesitant when trying to play TVZ. They think Zerg is extremely strong. I agree, but you know, some Korean Zergs or some Korean Terrans know how to punish pretty much all Zergs out there. But let's go ahead and see so far. It looks like Nerchio is going to go ahead and get some queens. He's going to be on 4 queens here very shortly. Double gas in the main, no gases at the natural. LucifroN, meanwhile, tech-wise, we see a pair of Hellions on its way. 3 Marines on the map. His expansion has completed as well. Starport is being started. Okay, so he is... Okay, LucifroN is my brother. LucifroN is listening to exactly what I'm saying. He is going Hellions. He is following it up with Banshees as we see the Starport and the Barracks. Going to do a little bit of switcheroo action. And this is what you see in TVZ. This is what everyone does. Let's be completely honest. I like the 3 poke here with the Marines from LucifroN. Not a lot of players do that. And so far, Nerchio, harvester count, 41 drones to 31. So Nerchio's been droning his butt off. Getting a Roach Warren, getting his lair pretty damn quick. 7-minute lair being started right now from Nerchio. And no third. So LucifroN is on top of it. He knows exactly what he's doing. He does not want the Zerg player to take a very quick third early on in this game. Cloak is being started as we see the first Banshee is about to pop out right now from LucifroN. 60 supply for Nerchio, 54 supply for LucifroN. A little bit supply blocked, not a huge deal. But LucifroN trying to kill some creep. Creep tumor is going to come down, and these queens doing a pretty good job of holding down the fort to deny any kind of Hellions from running in and doing some damage. Drone trying to take a third. LucifroN telling that drone, goodbye, you are not taking a third. I hate Zerg players. And LucifroN investing pretty heavily into these Hellions. Sometimes you see 2, 4, or even 6 Hellions, which is exactly what LucifroN's doing. But here comes the push. I've seen so many Terran players do this with like 6 Hellions, 4 Hellions, and a Banshee. It kind of forces the Zerg to make roaches, which is exactly what Nerchio is doing. We see a few roaches in production. Glial reconstitution has been started. Meanwhile, back home for LucifroN, we have a bunch of barracks being added. 1, 2, 3, 4 barracks being added. Stim is about to get about to be halfway completed right now from LucifroN. As we see Nerchio, we'll go ahead and show some roaches, getting some more creep across the map. But you know what? LucifroN's doing what he has to do. He has denied the third. He is controlling the map. And as a Terran player, that's what you have to do. You need to be aggressive, and you cannot be scared against Zerg. I can't tell you how many times people see creep and they're like, oh my god, there's creep tumors. I gotta back out. I can't do anything. Do not be like that. Don't be hesitant to scan, to be aggressive. Of course, once Stim finishes, maybe this is going to go ahead and give LucifroN an opportunity to go ahead and push in. But creep looking pretty damn good for Nerchio, and his harvester count 46 to 48, so a little bit of an advantage for LucifroN. We can see there's double evolution chambers here being queued up for Nerchio. Burrow's getting started. 6 additional drones on its way. The problem here is this third. Is going to be pretty late for Nerchio, so he kind of has to do some damage, and he's circling around the map with a load of roaches. 25 roaches on the map right now for Nerchio. LucifroN, what does he have back home? Has a supply depot wall, but all of his Hellions are in the center. Of course, Hellions are going to do anything against roaches, but there's the Marauders. Wall trying to go up. Looks like Nerchio going to break through one supply depots. One of the supply depot. Obviously, supply depot is one. Can't say supply depots for one, but Nerchio doing a pretty good job of trying to keep LucifroN in his base. Of course, Marauders are the hard counter against roaches, as we see LucifroN doing some pretty good damage. Burrow's going to finish, so that's going to get revealed. Nerchio, okay, Stim, okay, so Nerchio's going to lose all these roaches for basically a few SCVs and maybe a few Marauders. So not the best trade there for Nerchio, falling down to 82 supply. He is taking a third. Tech-wise, he is getting speed, getting +1 missile attacks, as well as +1 for his Carapace, of course, for his roaches. I mean, okay, infestation. Okay, so he's going to go infestors. Okay, I was like, why is he on roaches for so long? Where is the infestation pit or Spire, or what tech's going to go for? But LucifroN, scanning, getting rid of some of the creep. Of course, Stim has been done for some time. He's going to go ahead and march his way across into the natural of Nerchio. Nerchio just has a few roaches and a queen, maybe about 2, 3 queens. Roaches coming from the back, and really nice flank there by Nerchio. Is it going to be enough? As we see some more Marauders and a Banshee coming in to reinforce. Nerchio doing a really nice job of transfusing the roaches as well as the queens. Banshees are going to remain. Nerchio falling down to 77 supplies. You see LucifroN just continuing to hammer out the Marauders. Does he have a third? No, he does not. So LucifroN is kind of stuck on this 2-base economy, but he has been super aggressive throughout this game. Looks like that third looks like it's going to go down. Maybe not. LucifroN going to make me look like a fool and just send the Banshee straight into the main, scouting everything, seeing the spores, seeing the infestation pit. And Nerchio has not had time to get pathogen glands or infestors to deal with these Banshees. And his natural, I mean, it's just, I don't know what Nerchio can really do right now. LucifroN is just, you know, slowly but surely building a pretty scary army back home, getting some more Banshees, getting some Hellions, as we see some more Roaches trying to do a little bit of counter-aggression. They are immediately going to get clogged up by the Roaches, or by the Marauders and the Hellions here of LucifroN. Upgrades-wise, nothing has been started for LucifroN. +1 melee attacks, as well as +1 Carapace is going to finish. Sorry guys, I was looking at my phone. If you can notice, my voice just completely died out. But anyway, back to the game. Looks like Nerchio does not have a lot of units to deal with. His Cloak Banshees, Hellions, and Marauders. Marauders absolutely going to stim here very soon, not even needing Medivacs. Nerchio falling down with a lot of roaches. Queen's going down. Cloak Banshees doing a pretty good damage. LucifroN just A-moving into the natural of Nerchio. And drones getting pulled off the mineral line. And this is kind of the sign where, hey man, you know what? You killed all my units. Have my drones. You are welcome. You can take this game. Good game is Nerchio throws out the towel with the GG, and LucifroN is going to be victorious in this game. So overall, LucifroN controlled the map. Didn't really start upgrades. I love the fact that he was controlling with the 3 Cloaked Banshees, killing the queens, scanning, getting rid of the creep, forcing more queens to go ahead and use their energy on creep tumors instead of an injects. And Nerchio ultimately in that game was not able to get infestors and to get pathogen glands up in time to deal with any kind of following push from LucifroN. So that's going to do it for this game, guys. LucifroN's going to be victorious. I'll see you guys on the other side, and I'll see you later. Peace.